What's going on, gang? It is Gravy Gambles, the Gravy Gambles show for week 9 of the NFL season. And we did not start this season off great, Pat, but we are sort of turning things around. Dare I say?
Started bad, got hot, got bad. Now it's time to get hot again.
Now we're kind of in between. Right now, I have a half game lead over you. I'm 12-11-1 on the season. You are 12-12 on the season. I believe I start us off since technically I still have a little bit of a lead.
Yeah. Next year, what we should do is we should not only track the picks, but we should track the units. So, like,
we should.
What we're up. Just yeah, we should do that. That way we can, keep track of, taking dogs. It helps.
We'll get somebody to do that
next year.
For us next year. But yeah, I have been for the last 2 weeks where I've sort of turned my game around. I feel like gone with the keep it simple, stupid method, not done a lot of research, just kind of looked at it and went off my gut. First picks, I had 4. I narrowed it down to 3 for today's picks. I'm going to start off with the Dolphins -5 over the Bears.
I'm with you.
It could be a trap. I don't know. I'm not going to think about that. Because on paper, Miami just traded and got Bradley Chubb. Miami has Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and Tua looks good. Miami looks good. The Bears are looking better, but they still got blown out by the Cowboys. The Dolphins seem like they could be better than the Cowboys. I'm going to say the Dolphins win this by probably double digits if it goes by my math.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, it's at Chicago
at the end, but yeah.
Chicago just traded away their 2 best linebackers. They're giving up on the year. They're encouraged by what they see by Justin Fields, but they want to lose to get more talent to put around him. Yeah, Miami -5, man. They're a well-oiled machine right now on offense. Too? Yeah. I also took Miami. That was the first thing I saw that.
It was the easiest one, right?
Yeah, like I feel like it's 5 to try and make you think maybe Chicago at home, but it's just don't overthink it. Miami's
like a touchdown, win it. Keep it simple, stupid. Miami -5 over the Bears. I'm glad you're riding with me on that one. I also Seattle +2 over Arizona. Arizona stinks.
Yeah, it scares me with Kyler because you never know.
Seattle can figure shit out. I don't know. Pete Carroll's really good at game plan for his opponents week to week, and Kyler's probably been playing Call of Duty. All he's done. DeAndre's like the only guy he can throw to. Cardinals stink. Seahawks win this outright. Take the 2 points. This is a trap line. It feels like, but keep it simple. Seattle's been winning. Arizona has not been winning. I go with the team that's been winning over the team that has not been winning when they're getting points.
Yeah, you want them to just run Kenneth Walker all day, beat down on that defense, keep the offense off the field. I mean, it's always scary betting against Arizona because you never know if Kyler's going to show up.
Also, they suck.
Yeah, they do.
But they suck.
Cliff Kingsbury is not a good head coach. They need to get him out and get a real head coach in there now that they've signed their quarterback long term.
My last pick I'm going to take is Baltimore -2.5 over the Saints on Monday Night Football. Saints shut out the Raiders. They're at home, so they're going to get at least 3. It's gone down a little bit to -2.5 for the Ravens, which makes me think that the Ravens are a slight edge. I just feel like they're going to win this one, and I think it'll be by at least a field goal. It seems easy. I think the Saints, their defense showed up. They balled out. I think the Raiders kind of suck. And I think the Ravens are getting stronger. The Ravens tend to be one of those teams that gets stronger as the year goes on. And I think that's going to be what happens in this case. And I think that they probably at least win by a touchdown. But having to just lay 2.5 seems almost too easy for me. So Ravens -2.5. Again, these were the 3 games that just stuck out almost immediately when I looked at the board. I don't really love any of the lines, but if I had to pick 3, these would be the 3 I went with.
Yeah, I almost went that way as well. It's just, and I like it. It just, is Lamar going to implode in the second half, especially fourth quarter, like he's been doing a lot this year? But I like that one. I was very close to taking that one as well. I like it.
So Miami -5, Seahawks +2, and Ravens minus 2.5. What do you got?
I like I said already, I already have Miami -5 at Chicago. I have done this every week except last week. I'm back on the Packers.
Right,
-3.5 at Detroit. That extra half point, it makes it seem like they want to know something. Detroit can put up points. Green Bay's defense has not been what I expected them to be this year. I'm angry they didn't make any moves at the deadline to bring in an extra wide receiver. I think this is one of those games just where Aaron Rodgers in division, he just beats the shit out of the bad teams. And Detroit's a bad team. Packers are not a good team either this year, but they
4 points, like you can win by 4.
And they started to last week against the Bills. They finally decided, even though we're down, we're going to stay in the game by running the ball. And they should run for 200 yards against Detroit. Detroit's not good. Their defense is not good. They can't stop anything. So if there's any week where Aaron Rodgers can get it going, it's this one. The Packers defense hasn't been good, but they're opportunistic. They get turnovers here and there.
Yeah.
That half point makes it seem like they're trying to make you not take it. I'm taking Green Bay. And my other one, I'm taking New England -5.5 at home over Indy. Bill Belichick versus a rookie quarterback. I don't think Jonathan Taylor is going to play again.
Yeah, that's where it's trending right now.
Yeah, New England's offense isn't anything special, but
it's record this at least.
Belichick will run the ball. They'll control the game. They'll wear them down. They'll win by 8, 12, somewhere in that range. Close to double digits. They should take care of this, especially at home against Ellinger. I mean, I didn't see anything from Ellinger last week to make me think,
great.
Maybe he looks like
didn't look awful, but it was
but
a guy.
But it just Belichick loves feeding on rookies.
But without Jonathan Taylor, they traded Nyheim Hines away, so now they have a third string running back they're going to have to roll out.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem to favor the Colts in that situation.
It seems like a game where Matthew Judon is going to have like 2 or 3 sacks for the Patriots.
Yeah, I do not hate that pick whatsoever. So to recap your picks, you got Dolphins -5, Packers -3.5, and Patriots -5.5. The only other game I really even like, I marked down 4 and I had to pick 3. The one I did not pick that I thought about picking was Panthers +7 over the Bengals.
I almost went the other way.
The Bengals are just good. Like, I think they had a bad week against the Browns. That's kind of what made me just pick. I'm going to cross this one out, but like, I would not bet that one. But if that hits, then just know that I thought about betting that one. So I should get partial credit for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought about taking Bengals -7 in that one. Panthers have rallied and played well, but
I had to keep it simple, stupid method where I was like, not the Panthers. We don't bet on the Panthers here.
That's why I almost keep it simple. I almost went Bengals -7. They're a vastly superior
why I was
team.
Simple. Just don't bet it if you have a doubt. And
and the other one I almost took, and this is one I'm still going to look at and track the line over the rest of the week. Minnesota -3.5 at the Commanders. Maybe the Commanders come out and play jazzed up because it looks like Dan Snyder's finally going to sell the team. But I think the Vikings are frauds, but they're better than the Commanders.
Yeah,
they're better than the Commanders. It's that, and then of course, like every week, Jaguars +1.5 at home at Raiders. I'm going to think about that one hard too. Maybe the over Jaguars Raiders.
I think it's by kickoff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying these are the other ones I'm looking at. Jaguars, like I said, +1.5. You know, I've kind of been all over them all year. They're not playing the way I feel like they should, but also maybe the over in that game. If Devontae Adams is healthy for the Raiders, and if Darren Waller is healthy, I might go over 49 in the Jaguars-Raiders games, though. Just as an extra play.
There you go. And that, guys, has been our Week 9 picks for the Gravy Gambles Show. Give us a follow on Twitter. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. Our show, just at Gravy Gambles. Give us a follow. We don't just bet football picks. We don't just post our football picks, we post all of our picks. And I think we're pretty fun follow at Gravy Gambles. We will talk to you guys next week. Best of luck if you're tailing. If not, fuck you. We'll talk to you next week.